So if we look at my maze game, I started off, if you remember, my main menu wasn't interactive with VR because when I would click play, like so, the main menu will be in between. And so what I did is I went onto canvas and I changed the render mode to world space, and it was able to show it as you can see. In my main camera I added a physics raycaster. My main menu is linked. If we click on main menu will start the game, load level 1, and that's to do with the settings of order. Obviously I have only one level, it starts off at 0, and if we click on quit, it will quit the game. In the event system, I put a gaze input module. I made sure it was the first script there so that it would have a gaze. So once you click play, it has to be a bit up. You have a cube. The cube is interactive. If you click the cube, I say that the cube goes up by 10. I also have another reticle there, so it's easier to show the user that they can see it, or they can see where to look in order to interact with the cube. And pretty much everything is the same. If I can remember, nope, I forgot the way. I feel like with the reticle, the game flows a lot smoother and it looks a lot clearer than it did before. Oh. No, never mind. So what would happen if we go into level 1? If I had found where the maze was, as you can see, we have a collider, and in the collider we have level new, so we have some code. This is the code, and what the code does is it will the tag that's called player, it will load the application, load the level, sorry, depending on what you called it, and that's the function. So on our collider we said that the level that we wanted it to load up once it's hit is start menu, so that's the start menu here. On move up we have, all I did is a basic public void move cube, and all it does is it moves the cube by the y-axis by 10. The controller, oh yes, before I forget, the controller, what the controller does is when you look down on the floor, it will stop walking, and if I look up, it carries on walking again. And I'm not sure if I've missed anything. Oh yes, I tried to build the game. You can even do it now, just to show you what would happen. I tried to build the game, it would come up. Oh, I don't have a phone plugged in. It would come up like this, it'll be loading it up. And then all of a sudden it would just cancel. I don't know why. But I had a look on the internet. Yep, I had no phone. Oh well, I don't know. I tried it with an iPhone, I tried it with an Android. I have no idea why it wouldn't let me. But overall, this is my game. I've made sure that it's interactive, and I made sure that the menu is interactive. I made sure that the reticle is in the head, as when you move your head, the reticle moves with the head. So it's the reticle is the child. In the main camera, we put a physics raycaster, and GVR, we put the controller script, as you can see. Where else? In the event system, yep, we went through that. We also in the cube added an event trigger, so that the cube will move up when it is clicked on, or when the gaze pointer is looked at. And I'm sure I've covered everything to do in my game. I hope you liked the improvements, Jeff, and have a nice week.